Definitely had to applaud that and thank you, God, for just allowing this beautiful queen to bless my show today. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Since now you know that I'm from Flint and I know you're from Flint, even though we don't know each other from there. Um, I know that you live in California now. What year did you move to California, or was there any other places that you lived before you moved to California?
No, I've been here since 2011, and I didn't want to come
Okay.
here. You know, so it was
Yeah,
a blessing.
so
Yeah, since 2011.
so
I
share that story about you didn't want to actually, move to California, but what led you there? Would you like to share, your story about that?
Oh yeah, I'll definitely share my story. I
Thank you.
was I was at my house. I lived in Beecher at that time, so Mount Morris, Michigan, and I was minding my own business. You know, my aunt called me and said, "The Lord said that He got use for you in California." And I said, "Thank you so much, but I ain't going to California." You know, and so she said, "The Lord told me to tell you, He sent you to California." Now I had a business, I had an assistant living, I had a home care, and my kids and my family is there. So I was like, "No, nah, thank you, Aunt, but no, thank you." And I've been preaching for by that time like 15 years, so I know that God told her that. And then for me, I said, "Nah." And I was on Facebook one day and I got an inbox. And this lady, she inboxed me and said, "The Lord told me to tell you, just like He told Abraham to get up and go, He told you to go to California." And so I just politely just typed back, "Thank you. I don't know who you are, but I ain't going to California." So so in my disobedience, I lost everything. I lost my business. I lost everything. Lost my house. And I had to end up
Mm,
moving in with my three adult children. And so, you
mm.
know, your mama a preacher and three adult daughters, that just didn't mix. So one day my daughter came home with a bus ticket. My oldest daughter came home with a bus ticket. And I remember it like it was just, I was laying on the couch. She said, "Shaneen Bonner, you're no longer welcome here. Go and do what God called for you to do. And here go your bus ticket. Go to California." And I was always saying, "Lord, if you want me to go, send me, I'll go." But sometimes, you say that and you really don't. You're like,
Yep.
you say that.
You're
But
right.
and so I said, "Lord, if you want me to go, it's two things that you got to make sure that I don't ever sleep outside and I'm not completely broke." Now, if I had 20
Mhm.
cents, sorry, this hair. So if I had 20 cents in my pocket, I wasn't completely broke. So
Absolutely.
by faith, I got on the bus September the 3rd, 2011, not knowing a soul out here, didn't know where I was going to lay my head, didn't know what I was going to eat. And I got on the bus, got on the Greyhound bus from Flint, Michigan, headed to Los Angeles, California.
Wow. The obedience. But you in what's so deep is that God speaks through people to get to us when he has a purpose for our life, but we still trying to do our own thing, or we're uncomfortable because we're comfortable. And you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And those though it was just different people coming to you that he was using until you confirmed it and said, well, you know what? I think this is the move for me. And
Yeah.
sometimes that has to happen because your purpose is saving the lives of other people. That's the whole, journey, you know. Wow. So you
But
got California and what in go ahead. Sorry.
you know, I didn't think it was like kind of my purpose, because I was on the radio on 1420 every Wednesday at 1420 FM in Flint, Michigan. I had the prophetic hour by prophetess Shaneen Bonner. I was preaching. My itinerary was full every month. I was doing conferences. I was teaching classes at the YMCA, and for all of that to like, okay, stop, you know, I'm sending you to California. That was kind of like,
Wow.
that don't sound right, you know.
Absolutely. I get it. So when you and like you said, you didn't really know anybody. So when you moved to California, of course you had to lean more on your faith, but and I'm pretty sure that that was definitely a tug of war because we're humans. But what was it like? Who was one of the first people that you met that assisted you in and probably influenced your life and is still in your life today since you didn't really know anybody in California? Was there a mentor that came into your life and that person is still connected to you? Like, how was that?
No, what I did,
What?
I started um, a radio station here in Inglewood, California, that I can call in
Inglewood.
every,
Okay, sorry.
from Flint. So
Okay.
I was on KTYM in Inglewood, and so I would, get on my broadcast every Wednesday at 6:45. It was 9:45 in Flint, Michigan, and I would
Mhm.
be on my radio broadcast in Inglewood. And so this lady used to always call me for prayer, and I'm like, okay. And so her and I like kind of developed a friendship. And
Mhm.
so, fast forward to coming to California now. So, I mean, 2011. So when I got off the bus, I'm looking like, okay, God, you ain't show nobody me in a vision or something to come pick me up. And I heard the Lord said, call the lady. So I'm just like, I'm like so scared, because the whole journey of me coming, it was like a test. I'm riding on the bus. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, and one of the baggage handlers told me, when we got off the bus, we had to transfer our bags. So he was grabbing my bag. I said, "Oh, the red one is my bag." And he told me, he said, "If you don't give me $20, your bags ain't going on the bus."
What?
And so I didn't believe him until I got to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and my bags wasn't on the bus. And I didn't have no money. I had $300 to my name. And
That's crazy.
so I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I'm just crying in a corner, talking to Greyhound bus station, like, y'all did stole my clothes, and it was this tall man, blonde man with blonde hair, uh, was in the bus station buying people food and stuff. Big, tall, white man with blonde hair. So he seen me crying in a corner. Mm. And so he walked over to me and he said, "Can I talk to you?" And I said, "Yeah." I mean, I ain't had nothing else but to do, because I only had what's left over was the clothes that was on my back. And
Mhm.
so we went into a little booth, and he reached inside his back pocket. Hmm. Every time I tell a story, get the waterworks started, what to come up. And he flipped his and pulled out a Bible, flipped the Bible open to Matthew 6, and said, "Take no thought of what you're gonna eat, what you're gonna drink, or what you gonna wear." And he looked at me, he said, "Shaneen, the Lord has use for you in California." So I know the Lord had an angel to meet me in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And that was the reason I continued. He gave me $5 in a little wooden cross that he made out of toothpick. And that's
Mm.
how I continued my journey here to California. And so once I got here to California, got to the bus station, Like I said, I was looking around like, okay, God, okay. Did you ain't showed nobody in a vision? And I heard the Lord say, call the lady. So I called the lady and I told her about my dilemma. And she said, my son is on his way to come pick you up. And so,
That is awesome.
yeah, so that's my beginning.
Oh, that's a man. This story needed to be heard because there's other people that is probably going through this or want to have that type of faith and is nervous about it, even if people are coming at them that God is bringing into their lives. And you are showing, and it's not easy. Like, it's definitely not an easy task when we are humans who are sinners, you know, and so we're trying to be like, not, hopefully everybody would be, but those who are trying to be Christ-like, that is very, very hard to try to give up all of the control um that we have in just extremely follow what other people are telling us, and to say, okay, this is coming from God. It's something supernatural and spiritual. There's a connection that you feel that says, and which is the Holy Spirit, of course, and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm supposed to follow you, you know
Yeah.
oh, that, okay, that just made me smile. Thank you so much. Thank you. You know what I'm gonna do? I can't help it, man. Listen, we gonna have to get you so you coming on here on fire for me. I be needing that. So let's go through some of your accomplishments that I'm putting up on the screen, and I want you to kind of share your moments or what was happening in your life around this time, or like this right here. Okay,
Mhm.
congratulations. Tell me the story on you being nominated for Gospel Songwriter of the Year, Spoken Word Artist of the Year, Inspirational Artist of the Year. Tell me about this.
That right there, um, I wrote a song called a prayer declaration called "Sad Days Are Over," and so I was living in a boarding house, and I I heard the Lord say, "Write this. You're going to start writing prayers." And as you and I was speaking earlier, you
Mm-hmm.
kind of struck the match for me to go back and revisit this this prayer. You
Can I
know, and
share can I share the story real
oh,
fast? Can I share the
oh
story
yeah,
with
yeah,
the audience?
yeah.
Okay, so that you guys know, because we were having our powwow before recording, but I told her how amazing that the sad days was, because of the fact that it actually made me cry, and it invoked something in me, some type of emotion when I was, because I asked her, could I have permission to use it for my Protect Black Women podcast. And I edited some videos of some women who are no longer with us, that lost their lives through a lot of different situations, Black women. And so I added that music to it, I mean that poem to it, because it's a song poem. And it was like God was telling me to do it, and it just, I didn't even have to edit anything. All I did was just laid it on there, and it just went so well, and I just kind of started crying. And I think I sent you a message and was like, this made me cry or something, or when I asked you for the permission to use it. And I just So we got to talking about that. So now she's going to share her story on after she allowed me to use this and what thoughts came upon her. So go ahead, share your story, sis. I'm about to put you on the big screen.
You know, so I just went back and to revisit that because when I wrote that the album is called the Prophetic Declarations. I wrote like 7 8 declarations on there, but something about your sad days is over kind of spoke out. So that's when I kind of made that one the breakout CD. But well, like I said, it kind of struck a match that I had to go back and revisit that same track. And when I started Googling, I found out that my song was like number 1 on 2 radio stations. That it peaked 34 on the BDS, the Nielsen's BDS charts. And so I had to send it to my to my producer, because I went in prayer and I heard the Lord say, send this to Carrie. And Carrie was like, wow, yes, we got to add this on. We got to, and we're going to add that part on when I had my radio broadcast, because that's when, a lot of things transpire when I had the radio broadcast. So, yeah, so I'm driving even today. I'm driving to Walmart, and I just said, you know what? Let me just let me check this out. I'm revisiting this song, and I'm finding myself, Father, in the mighty name of Yeshua, HaMashiach, Jesus, the anointed one. Lord, you said that our sad days are over. I'm like, all right now, So that's something I had to revisit, because I was in homelessness right now.
Mm.
So it was for me that sad days don't last always. You know, I said, we walked around this mountain long enough. We walked around grief long enough. We walked around depression long enough. Then I use Bible scriptures because, I've been preaching the gospel since I was 24 years old, and I'm 52. So I've been preaching the gospel for 28 years.
All
And my
right now.
always put a Bible scripture in everything that you do. So the last, when I ended it off, I said Isaiah 42:2. It said that your warfare is over. So that means your sad days is over.
And let me tell you, when I went back to watch the clip, the Protect Black Women clip that I did with that, um, at first I was like, does this really? And you know how the enemy be trying to attack, because I already had got confirmation that it was supposed, once it just meshed, once I had those emotions, but I still was like, okay, it's seeing sad days over and these are sad moments. But then I said to myself, no, God is saying that I'm going to get you and I'm going to get these women up out of this. This is what, and then like the clips at the end of the video is showing women fighting, women in the street together, women, wanting justice and different things like that. So I was like, yes, this was perfect. Don't put anything depressing on this. This is us and all the women that is watching that will be watching that clip to understand that we're fighting. We're going to fight. Those
Mm-hmm.
days are over with us being passive, submissive, and docile about situations and turning the blind eye, especially when all these women are passing. It's worse than ever before. Okay, I
And
want
I
to add this to the stage, and you tell me what was happening in your life when you did this right here.
Can I say something about the breast cancer? So I'm glad that you
Oh
pulled that.
yes, please.
I'm
Yes,
I'm
let's
glad. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
let
glad.
me remove this. Come on.
I'm glad that
Okay.
that you are putting up the awareness. My mother passed from breast cancer in 2008. So yeah, so that's the awareness is it. So
My aunt had it. She, thank God, they caught it soon. So she's a survivor, but I did have a friend and do have people that I know, that suffer from it. And it is, and thank you so much for sharing sharing that. And I'm so sorry. My condolences to you and your family. Um, yeah, I've been an advocate for a long time. In Atlanta, when I lived in Atlanta, I did a walk. I was with a book club and we did a walk. That was my first walk. I was like, child, I'm gonna have to be faithful to this charity right here, because child, y'all got me out walking like this. I've been faithful ever since from that walk. No, but I haven't been doing my part in getting my health checked the way that I should. So I just was transparent about that last week with my audience. So yeah. So thank you so much. And like I said, my condolences. We're gonna see, this is such a beautiful picture too, by the way. And I love your smile. Tell me about, this. What was happening in your life during this time?
That was praise. I was actually out of homelessness. Just got out of
Oh,
homelessness.
that was the praise song. Oh, we're
That's
gonna show the video later, guys. Oh, I
yeah,
love that
that's
video.
that's praise. And so went inside the studio, and it's so crazy. I called because I get my inspiration, when I pray, and God will just give me the words. And so what happened with praise? Um, the Lord said, call this album The Experience. But I'm sitting in my recliner, and next thing I heard the words, pray, it will open blind eyes. And so I'm recording myself. And so I called my producer, and I said, Willie, I said, I heard this song. And I taped it, and he was like, I love the hook. He loved the hook so bad. That's my producer that's in the back. Praise. He sang the hook.
I love that. That's what it's
so
about.
so yeah. So I'm literally recording myself. Praise, we love it when we, and I had a whole song. I was hearing the words, and every time when the Holy Spirit was giving me the words, I had my phone right here, and I just started singing it.
That's awesome. I love it. And I cannot wait for everybody to see the video before we get ready to get out of here. Well, we're not getting out of here just yet. She not getting
Oh,
off that easy, okay?
and that song granted me my second Grammy consideration.
That's awesome.
First one, Great God. I got my first Grammy
Oh
consideration.
yeah, I got that on here too.
Great
I
God,
got,
and Praise was my second Grammy
yeah,
consideration.
I like praise. So what about this one right here?
Oh,
What is this about?
that is about the documentary, but I actually those are the scripts. So I wrote the script from Homeless to Hollywood, and so a lady that I know, she's like, start submitting into the film festivals, so that the industry and stuff can get to know you. So as I started submitting to the film festival, I won over 30 film festival awards for
What?
from Homeless to Hollywood. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it has been featured in over 70 film festivals. I won 35. I mean 31. But then it's called the if you get selected for them to play, it's called official select. So I've been officially selected 72 times. So it's been shown in over 72 film festivals worldwide.
That's amazing. All right now. Okay. Okay. So you know what? Before we get to uh the trailer of Homeless to Hollywood, I want to just now we gonna dive into a little, just getting to know you on a different level, okay? So let's ask this. Are you an introvert or extrovert? Because
Oh, mm, extra,
because
extra.
you're an
Oh, I'm sorry.
extrovert.
Sorry,
No,
I'm
I
sorry.
was just gonna ask you, I was like, because just because you're a Christian woman doesn't necessarily mean you have to be an extrovert. There's introverted Christian people who are more intercessors, who kind of like, or pray, away from others a lot more than they are in a circle, those type of things. So you consider yourself more of an extrovert?
An extrovert all the way. I have a
All
friend here.
right, that's
I met a friend
awesome.
here, and her last name Bonner too. So, and her thing is what she said. She'll tell people, don't give her your telephone number because she will be the one to call you. I said, that's
Oh,
right.
I love it. And I have a person in my life that's an extrovert, a sister, because I'm an introvert. And so it balances itself out, even though sometimes I be like, child, I ain't going nowhere. But that was in Cali though. But yeah, she's amazing too. You kind of remind me of her with far as her spirit. Okay, if money wasn't a factor, and not saying that it's a factor, but if we did not need money, what would you do with your time?
Serve. I right now
Mm.
I work in the medical field. I do private duty,
Mm.
um, and I have an amazing 89-year-old woman that I take care of for 73 hours a week, and I love it and serve. Serving the homeless, because I know what it felt.
Yeah, I'm a server too.
So I've always been a giver. So I would rather serve than.
Hmm. That's I'm a server, and you absolutely right. Okay, so what were you like as a child?
I was
You probably
different.
you probably was bad. You from Flint too, girl.
Actually,
I know, I'm just kidding.
I was different and so
You
crazy.
got whoopings. Did you get
You know
whoopings?
what I did? I was the one that the hand of God was over. I'm the one that was seeing demons all the time and scaring my siblings.
Mm.
So I was
You-
a little different. My grandmom used to say, "Leave her alone. God got His hands on her," because we'll be standing up
mm.
and I see
It's
a black shadow
always
come
one.
down. Huh?
That's me too. I was that one too. Yup, I'm that one in my family. Yup.
But I kind of strayed away.
Yep.
I was a teen parent. I ended up having three kids by the age of 21. They all got the same daddy. But
Mhm. You like,
so
hold on now, hold on.
I always tell people three kids. I mean, one mama, one daddy equals three kids. But
That's right.
they all got the same father. Because people are like, "Ooh, you so young." And yeah, and so, but I thank God for my daughters. I have really, really, really good, successful daughters. I have one daughter.
That's
Um,
awesome.
so yeah, I have three very successful daughters, and so yeah, that was me. Then too, as a child too, I thought I was the finest thing that walked in Flint, Michigan, in
You
Beach.
are beautiful, girl.
So nobody couldn't tell me nothing. I had a Jerry curl way down here, and I used to walk like this.
Say it now. You know them Jerry curls.
So,
Yes. Oh, that's cute. Okay. What what character traits do you most respect in other people? Like what's a character trait that you see in people that you respect?
honesty and loyalty. When I see that you a snake, first I'm gonna call you out, and then next thing you know, I'm gonna be ghost because you ain't gonna see me no more.
That's
But
right. That's right.
honesty is it.
Okay. All right. What's something surprising you've learned about yourself? Something
Well,
that you probably recently learned or you didn't know about yourself and then maybe other people kind of said it or what, just anything.
perseverance. I never
Mm,
I would have never thought that I had the stamina to endure some of the stuff that I'm living out here, living in an abandoned house, and doing it.
Right.
I would have never, ever, ever in my whole entire life know that I can persevere and withstand homelessness for many, many, many years. So I would say perseverance.
You a rare breed. And then this is the last one. What's your favorite quote or scripture? Like something that you can share with the audience that got you by, that you continuously mine. Well, I have two. I have Proverbs 3, 5, 6, and I have Psalm 91. But
My
what's yours?
one of my favorites, my favorite is Psalms 34. I will bless the Lord at all times.
Mm,
And his praises shall continually be in my mouth. So
that's
throughout,
awesome.
throughout all the situations, I'm gonna bless you. I'm gonna praise you. Me living homelessness, and I wanted to say this too because a lot of people say, "Well, why you didn't get a job?" I tried 50 trillion million
Hmm.
times. I remember I went to
Hmm.
this prophetic conference when I was out here in California. And so a lady that was ministering, she said, "Woman of God, the Lord said for you not to get a job." So I'm turning around and said, "I don't know, she ain't talking about me." and when I
That
turned around,
it be like that. That's true
yeah,
though. Some
she said,
doors will be shut if it's not what is in alignment.
"Yeah." She said, "No, I'm talking to you." She said, "God wants you to trust him." And I'm like, God. So yeah. So I just thank God. I thank God for everything. So I
That's
just bless.
amazing. Guys, let's give her another round of applause right now. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me get the crowd going. Hold on. Absolutely loving this woman right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to show a clip of From Homeless to Hollywood, her documentary. Keep in mind she is the director, you're the producer director.
I
What did you do with this documentary? How are your hands tied to this?
I'm the writer of it. I'm one of the directors, and I'm one of the executive producer. But yeah,
Okay, now let's take a look at that, and then we'll get back right back with you. Now there was another one documentary that I seen, and it had you like walking, and it was a woman walking past. I think that's on YouTube. I wish I could have got that. You know
oh,
which one?
I emailed that one to you, but
Oh, is that the one
that
that
wasn't
you
me. That was my daughter.
really?
That's my daughter. My oldest daughter looked like my twin. Yeah,
What? Oh
that was
my gosh.
my oldest
Y'all
daughter is
look
portraying me.
crazy.
Yeah, a lot of one of my friends, one of my preacher friends said she had me cracking up. She said, "Look at my friend." I did a scene. My daughter did a scene when I was walking up on the stage when my Great God video, and I said, "I'm only the narrator. I'm talking." I said, "What saying you?" I said, "Girl, that's Kiki. That ain't me." She said, "You could have blew me over with a feather." I said, "No, that's Kiki. That's
Wow.
my oldest daughter."
Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to pull that one. So you know what? Let's do this. Let's show the praise video right now cuz I need them to see that documentary before we get out of here. So let's
Okay.
show the praise video. Guys, this is Praise by Shaneen Bonner featuring, who was featured in this? It was
Willie
another
Lattimore.
artist.
Willie Lattimore. He's the
Willie
back.
Lattimore.
So
I'm
so
sorry,
he's
you were breaking up. What were you?
so he's the producer, and I told her he the one he jumped on them backgrounds.
Yes, that's right. Okay. So we're going to watch this real quick and then we'll get back to you. Hold on one second.
It will open blind eyes. It will open prison. It will heal your body. Praise us.
Man, you about to have me over here crying. I'm trying not to cry. I'm like, woo! That your voice is so amazing. Do you understand?
Thank you.
Do
Thank
you
you.
know how beautiful your voice is and how you were hitting those notes? And I was just like, please, Lord, I need you to just let me be focused on here. Don't let me start crying because people listen. My audience know I cry in a heartbeat. I can't help it. But
But
that's such a beautiful, beautiful song. Guys, please make sure all of her everything is on this banner for you to be able to connect with this beautiful, talented woman. Facebook, her Facebook page, her website, as well as her YouTube page. Let's support her. And I know that we got to get out of here in a second. However, I found the actual documentary clip that I do want to share. So I kind of want you guys to take a look at this. Let me reel this up real quick. This was the one that you sent me. Okay, let's see here. Oh man. Oh, let's see. It was saying it's too large. Let's see. It might do it on this one right here. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna have to play it down here because it's too large for that right there. Okay. Hold on, what's going
You know,
on?
I'm living in California, one of the richest states in America, but I felt like I was living in a third world country. My aunt, she called me and said, the Lord told me to tell you to go to California, that you're going to California. And I'm on the phone with her. I said, I'm not going to California. And I'm just crying. I said, this is not my promised land. This is my problem land. And I said, I am not staying here. Got the song done, got it on the radio. Bam, it hit number 58 on the Billboard indicator chart. And I'm just like, what? I prayed and I said, Lord, if you want me to go to Los Angeles, it's two things that you have to make sure that you provide for me, that I never sleep outside and that I'll never be broke. But I know that it was a plan and a purpose for it.
Wow. Wow. Man, how can I be down? I'm trying to see this documentary. What I gotta do? You know
well,
what I'm saying?
yeah. So the
I want to
documentary
see that.
we're having the movie premiere in January because we're actually still
Okay.
in filming.
Working
We're
on it and yeah.
yeah, we're at the last ending of the filming, and so it's gonna be
Okay.
good. You know, we got a couple of people that's looking at a couple of networks, couple of streaming services that's looking at it already, and so it's gonna be good. You know.
So can I get one of the not one I listen, I'm not going to even be modest. I want the exclusive. I want the whole team. I want an interview again with everybody asks that, right? But I just want to watch it and be just like everybody else in awe of this story and and amazed on how wonderful God is because he's working through you to be able to assist and help others. That's all it's about. That's what it is about. Assisting God into bringing people into the fold, into the church. And when I say church, you know what I mean, not the body church. But I totally I love you, sis. You my new sis. Okay. Listen, I be extorting people. I be like, you gonna be my sister now. No, I'm just kidding. It's a Christian extortion, okay? Hold on.
Right. But you know what? I will tell you, if you come out here for the premiere, you will have every access to the red carpet, every single
I'm gonna
thing.
have to do that. You know, I still got my plug now. My storage is still in. I'm still living out of suitcases. My storage is. I'm still paying for storage. Okay, so yes, but I was planning on like in March, but definitely I might have to make some plans. So I'm gonna we'll talk about that off air because yes, ma'am, I might have to come see you.
Okay.
So this has been so amazing. Is there anything before we get out of here? Because I don't want to take all your time, but I am going to play Great God when we leave too. That's going to be, let me see, do I have Great God? I need them to hear all of, oh, I don't think that one came up. You know what? That's fine. I'm just going to lead us out with praise then. I'm going to put praise on as we. I can't never get too much of this song anyway.
And you know, and
Okay.
my brother is a supervisor in GM. Do you know he make everybody
Uh-huh.
on his shift? This is my
What
shift.
happened?
My brother is a
This,
supervisor in GM in Flint, and so I
uh-huh.
work at the old AC building, and he played his
Yeah.
this my sister. He make everybody.
This definitely going into in my playlist for sure. My Spotify. It's on Spotify, right?
Yeah.
Is it on Spotify? Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Okay. Um, I'm an OG. I do Spotify. But I just want to let you know that I totally appreciate your time, you given, me, my audience, and your audience that will be watching your time. We appreciate you for that. And that smile, sister, you could just tell, child, that God just filling you. I love it. And I can't stop smiling after that prayer and everything just went positively. I just was like, okay, thank you, Lord. But any last things you want to say to the audience, to anybody that's really working toward trying to hold on, when it's hard to do sometimes when it comes to them pursuing their dreams? Do you have anything you say to anybody that's still trying to pursue their dreams?
Yeah. What I would tell you, hold on. It's harder to hold on. It's much easier to quit. But if you hold on to the very end, I guarantee things gonna start happening for you. And you can't look to the left, to the right. You gotta look to the hills of which cometh your help. And you possibly might hear a 50 million no's. But when you hear that one yes, you run with that because God will open up doors with that one yes that no man can
That's
close.
right.
And so I just wanted to
That
encourage you. We are in our turnaround season. You are in your season of greatness. Don't give up.
I'm listening. I'm listening. I needed that message just as bad as anybody else. So I thank you. This has been so amazing. I'm on fire right now. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's give you a wonderful applause and hold on. There we go. I was like, hold on now. Okay. now we can continue. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get out of here. And once again, Miss Shaneen Bonner, guys, thank you so much. Totally appreciate you. You can come back anytime, anytime with anything, and I will definitely be promoting all of your work and your journey. Just make sure you tag me in anything that you need promoted, okay?
Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, love you and mean it. Bye, guys. I'll see y'all later. This has been Lights, Camera, Action. And holla at your girl. Flint Town in the building, Fly City. Look, we can't even get out of here.